Hello, everybody. Just give me 1 second to click the buttons. Okay. That's wrong. I'm clicking buttons, guys. How is everybody today? Okay, this is weird. Okay. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me click the buttons. Let me do that. I'm like a minute behind. Okay. I have to send Lisa a quick thing. Lisa is still at work, so we get to cause a little bit of mayhem while we're waiting for her. I have to send her a link. She's literally just closing up and heading out the door now, as long as everything's going fine. Come on, you stupid computer. I'm gonna call my computer names. I'm sorry, guys. I just have to. I have to call my computer names. Come on, there it is. Okay. I did the thing. Okay. I can do that. And then I have to do that and not echo myself to death. There. Clicky the buttons. You are supposed to, okay, she is supposed to be, Lisa is supposed to be on her way home now. She's supposed to be in the car. She is supposed to be in the car so that we have an opportunity to say hello and engage in maximum mayhem before she gets here. She's like she only works like 7 minutes from home when the traffic is good. And I will say, in spite, even with everything else that's going on, if your silver lining is an easy commute for anybody who has to be out and about, like, yeah. So how's everybody doing? Oh, and I should, yeah, hurry home before I get out the Cheetos. So who else here? Who's here? Who am I saying hi to today? I suck at this. Okay, you guys know better. I suck at this part. Oh, Lucy Essence. Angeline, long-haired, skinny-eyed toe. Hello, hi June. Butterfly Love Child is here. Oh, bake more bread. I haven't baked bread yet. I'm just kind of saving the flour in case things get weirder than they already are. Oh, I'm sorry you're tired. Because you're working in the garden. I'm jealous. June, are you still working in your garden, June? June has an actual garden. I have a bunch of sad, pathetic plants lined up in front of the window. So, but everything, even my strawberries are coming up. I got strawberries just on a whim because they were literally at a dollar store. And I'm like, okay. And it was seeds. And I'm like, okay. Because strawberries almost never grow from seeds. Or maybe that's just my experience back in the day. But yeah. Oh, that's okay, Stacy. Take your time. Take your time. Sort out all the things that you want to sort out. We are messing around today. Today's topic is going to be the Mandela Effect, which is mostly like just like, hey, check this one out. Who remembers what? And see if, because the Mandela Effect itself is pretty simple. It's like popular things or historical events, and yet massive amounts of people remember them very, very differently. The reason why they call it the Mandela Effect. 2 hours trying to dig a hole to plant a grapevine. I don't think I want to ask. But at least grapes are nice though. Once grapes take off, they can be really nice. I like the sweet seedless kind. But yeah, I've known a few people who had grapevines and they just take over. It's like, hi Marion. Oh, and Whale Song and Burned Out Rage came in too. So anyway, yeah, and in case anybody's not up to, well, there's nothing really to be up to speed on. I like doing these as lives because it's easier, it's more interactive. She's calling me. Is she calling me? That's nobody I know. I'm not talking to anybody right now. How come the day that you leave the phone on is the day that all of the crank calls and the weird stuff starts happening? But has anybody noticed that all the usual crank calling is down? It's like, that's been kind of, hello, Bruno. How are you? What's up? The phone rang. It wasn't for you. It wasn't. It was not for you. I hung up. It's okay. He doesn't get it. He thinks when the phone rings, that it must be Lisa and it must be his turn to go outside. What on earth is this all about? Oh well. I'm not expecting a call from anybody. This is my little Bruno. I could just chat about anything and just leave him here because he'll do cute things for a long time. I should have taken him out for a quick walk. I'm just gonna have to get Lisa to do that when she comes in. How you doing? What you look? I know, but what are you looking for? Yeah, or you looking for cuddles? He's looking for cuddles. He is cute, and that is all. Okay, so the Mandela Effect is going to be our topic of the day. Yes. Everybody's saying hi to you. Yeah? Can you wait? Can you wait? No, you can't wait. You will be fine. The reason why they call it the Mandela Effect is kind of like the first time people sort of kind of noticed it, because back basically there is a very, very large number of people who remember reading headlines and seeing news showing that Nelson Mandela, who eventually became the South African president, but that Nelson Mandela spent years in prison as a political activist in South Africa, and people remember his funeral. People remember news. People remember news headlines saying that he had died in prison, and there was a great big funeral, and it was a great big huge thing. For all of because of apartheid and stuff like that, and yet we can demonstrate that he was eventually released from prison and went on to become the president of South Africa. So it's not. This is not. Hi. Oh, are you being pathetic now? Are you being super pathetic? How pathetic are you? Oh, you're pathetic. You're really bad. I know. Yeah. Who said that? Butterfly love child. Yeah, you were one of the ones that thought You know what? Same. I it was, I mean, it was big enough. It was big enough news because apartheid was big news at the time, just because the political climate at the time changed rather abruptly. And I don't really want to go into the politics of racism, but it was suddenly a highlighted issue, and South African apartheid was like, it was top news for the longest time. So when he passed away, it was really, really big news globally. For anybody who's not quite old enough to remember when that was current news. And yet I remember seeing articles saying that he had died, and then of course he went on to become president. I'm like, what? I thought he was dead. What the heck? How's that happening? Yeah, and so confused. So basically the Mandela effect is what started all of the theories about all of this stuff. Not started, it kind of became the best example because it was so obvious. Really, like, I mean, this is major world news at the time, and then suddenly we find out that this guy who was reported around the world to have died didn't die. Like, makes no sense. Hi. So that's what we're going to do today. That's what we're going to talk about today. And it's funny because there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's tons of stuff there's a bunch of it that's easily explainable. Like, okay, like the Harry Potter books. Hi. Some of the books are different. Some of the books have titles depending on what country they were released in. And in the UK, it was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and it was something else over here. Which one was it? One of the books had two different titles. No, it wasn't Chamber. I'm so bad with Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter, but I'm so bad with it. So sometimes they investigate and they can prove, oh, okay, well, in this market it was this, and it was this market and that. And if you didn't know that things like, if you like Kraft dinner is a better example because they call it Kraft mac and cheese in the States, but up here they call it Kraft dinner. It's just different. It's just a packaging thing, right? So it's, for what reason do you know that they change words? Quote the Mandela effect. Oh, hi, Kay. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, and in the United States, it was called the Sorcerer's Stone, because the Philosopher's Stone is a very specific alchemical reference that would be part of UK history, but it's not such a well-known concept over here. It was really simple, made a lot of sense, but people can still like, I'm sure I saw it for sale in my country this way, and it can be really, really, really confusing. Hi, but yeah, so the Mandela effect, the Mandela, there's also people that call it the Star Wars effect, and we can get into that later. Lisa should be home any minute now. Are you done being cute? You're still being cute? Aw, how you doing? Oh, you know what? We found something that he can have, guys. We found something that we can. Unflavored Knox gelatin is only like 5 calories a serving, and that's like a half a cup of Jello for a Chihuahua. That's a ton of food. So we've been giving him Jello, not fruit flavored Jello, plain unflavored gelatin. We've been giving him that, and he's been liking it because he just can't cope without his treats and his snacks and his stuff like that. So we're always on the lookout for stuff that he can have. So we have Jello now. He gets Jello, dog Jello. I'm guessing it must taste like crap though. It's this guy unflavored Jello. Oh, hi Claire. Oh, yep, you're shedding. Did you know that you're shedding? So anyway, that's kind of the Mandela effect in a nutshell. There's some really interesting theories that go along with that. Hi. But anyway, we're just gonna shoot. Now we're just gonna try and wait for Lisa to get home so she doesn't walk in and go, "What I miss?" Oh, the whole thing. Click. We're done. Bye, guys. Hi. What you doing? Hi. What you doing? Hi. I know the phone rang, but it wasn't for you. I know, but it wasn't for you. He does still have his ears. Uh no, it's unflavored. It's just plain gelatin. We wouldn't to us it would just taste like jellied water. But to them they can smell the cartilage and stuff that it's made of. Yeah, we you know what? We just kind of June mentioned that her dog Riley loves cooked broccoli. Bruno will eat damn near anything, but he's so small, and because he's diabetic, we only get to cheat once in a while. Um, One of his favorites, unfortunately, is cheesies. Thank God I only get them about once a month. I don't get cheesies very often. So, but he, hi, how you doing? If he were a bigger dog, we could probably have. If he were a bigger dog, there'd be a bigger range of things that we could give him. But like some things, even teeny tiny, like his dog food is like he can only have like 30 grams. Like that's less than a quarter of a cup to get the calorie limit. Oh, hey Donna, Donna's here. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much what he's doing. Like I'm cute, and I want. He will sit here just with me for an hour as long as I'm petting him. Yeah, Bruno's being cute today. Bruno's being very, very cute today. Lisa's like literally on her way home from work. It's really tempting to go get him some stuff that he shouldn't have and just to yank her chain and see. So anyway, so that's yeah. So the Mandela effect is a pretty simple concept. So come on, Leah, where is she? My God, she speeds the rest of the time. Like got my pop because it wouldn't be me if I didn't belch at least once. So I need my burping juice. So how's everybody doing? Like I mean, I know Bruno is a Chihuahua Rat Terrier cross. And we think there's something else in there. So yeah, he's my little cuddle monster. I keep a pillow beside me so that he can sit because if he can't get up high enough, he just gets really upset. So how's everybody else doing? Like when we're all kind of locked down trying to find ways to keep ourselves entertained. I've been doing a shit ton of sewing. So I'm doing that. I finally picked it. I'm gonna start a design and I don't know what it's gonna look like yet. They're doing hexagons. So 6-sided little squares. And if I'm not having fun, I'll stop at a table runner. And if I'm having fun, I'll keep going till it's a blanket. Excuse me, you had better be texting in the elevator. That had better be you texting from the elevator. No texting and driving. Up here, if you get caught twice, you can actually lose your license over it. They take it pretty seriously. We have a big problem in this area with people just can't drive. Like I mean, literally can't drive. Yeah, Lisa. Lisa. You know what's happening? I'm gonna hear the key. I don't have any Cheetos right now. They're gone now. They're probably gone till next This should not be. Oh, there we go. It says I'm back. Says I'm back. Oh, oh yeah, you've been doing readings. Trying to hide the gray roots. I'm like so gray these days. I've got like a patch up here. I've got another one right there. I've got like the things happening in here now. I don't give a shit anymore. I just don't care. It's like whatever. It's like nobody's gonna see me. And then I do a video, so it's like, oh wait, maybe I need to rethink this. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, Donna was telling me she was baking her dog a cake. Henry, right? I watched your live and then I got distracted. And I just burped. Yay! Welcome to now we are officially the shit show. Like an angry red panda. Well, it's going to help with that social distancing, though. It's like, why are you looking pathetic? Are you doing pathetic again? Hi, what's wrong? How you doing? He just kind of gets sad and he goes and folds himself in half. The other dog, she's over there on the carpet just going, I don't want to be a part of this. Hi, what's up? What's up? He's just folding. Apparently this is going to be the Bruno show today. Hi. Want to play? He does not understand playing. He just kind of goes, Henry's only 3? I thought Henry was an older dog. I don't know why. He just has that gruff old man energy about him. Ooh, an online course. There was an online course, the science. I think it's called the Science and Wellness. I haven't gone back to look at it, and I know that's me being lazy because I've literally got nothing better to do right now. But there's been this course out. No, she finally let him up. But I gave her a good brushing out, so she's really happy. Shayla is our other dog, and she's not much bigger than this guy, and she thinks that Steven is her personal jungle gym and sleeping mat. Hi.
Hey, I'm home.
Hi, you're home.
I'm home.
Hi, Internet. Lisa's home. Wait, there she is.
Lisa's
Hi.
Home.
How you doing?
I'm ducking my stuff and joining you on the live.
Oh, she's gonna join us.
Imagine that.
They may want to go OUT.
Oh, okay.
If we say the word, they'll start barking. They understand several key. They understand a whole bunch of keywords, so it's like, we'll get her. He's over here posturing at me. Go get her. Anyway. Yeah, everybody saying hello. Now I'm just going to go, Lisa, you're so mean. Oh, yeah, giving yourself permission to not be productive. You know how hard that is? It's like, you can spend the entire day doing nothing going, I'm really upset because I have all this stuff to do and blah, 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 blah. And you end up being non-productive for a day. And then you feel guilty and it's big. Like this whole situation has been one big mindfuck. They want out. This whole situation has been one big, like, just mental head game because we want the thing that, everybody says, oh, I wish I had more time to just chill and relax. And now that we've got it, the reasons why we've got it are stressing us out, of course. And then the fact that we have it is stressing us out. It's like we just can't win. We just cannot win for losing right now. But are you okay with that? Because they were leaving.
When I'm live.
Okay. Yeah. I walked them for her.
Yeah.
I walked them for her. I sent you a link.
I saw that.
Because I'm gonna make her do the things. Okay, so we'll say hi. We'll give Lisa a proper hello when she comes back. These guys, they know how to spell OUT. They know that they kind of understand that when we spell out the word cheese, they kind of know what we're saying because they both love, they would kill for cheese. CAR, they understand. There are certain words that they understand to the point because what do? It's like these are the non-working bums that live in my house. So they have got nothing better to do than to pay attention. And it's like, well, they're putting their shoes on and they just said CAR. I bet you that means car. And they get excited. It's crazy. Dogs can learn the most amazing things, especially Yeah, like it's crazy. It is crazy what they have learned. Oh, hi, Jen, the middle-aged baby witch, and hi to anybody else who's just come in. We're just kind of dicking around. Top non-work. They are. Oh my God. Shayla literally just lays there all day. She has a special. Steven sits on the couch. She jumps on his lap and starts wiggling and kicking and shifting until he sits cross-legged so that she can settle into his lap in that little hammock area that sitting cross-legged creates, and then angles herself so that if he doesn't pet her, she can kick him in the nuts. This is what my dog does. They are non-working bums and they're entitled. It's like crazy. I gotta get a picture. I gotta get a picture one of these days of my dog tormenting my fully grown 6 foot tall bearded hairy man of a son. And yeah, it goes nuts for peanut butter. Yeah, Steven is like, yeah, I have to spell phonetically. Yeah, it's like crazy. uh New World Order. Yeah, but it's like crazy. Yeah, learning things that you don't try to teach them. We had a conure at one point, and conures can be taught to talk, and we kind of figured this out with the conure because he had a big list of words. Right? Dogs, they make connections. They might not make the connections that we would make, but the end result is the same. They know that if we say they know what cheese is. They know they know what spelling it is because if and they figured this out. She actually taught us. My dog just trained me recently. Trained me. If she wants a treat, she'll come over and bark. This is the black dog, the other one, the one that's a little shyer about coming on the camera. She will train me. She has trained us all because she's just a little princess. She will come over and bark at me. Hey, blah blah blah. She'll get my attention, and then she will go either run into the bedroom or run into Steven's room. And what we figured out is that when she's running into the bedroom, she's asking for a snack, and when she's running into Steven's room, she's asking for a meal. Because she's a real princess about eating, and because Bruno's on a stricter diet than she is, we sometimes take her food into Steven's room because his room is just off the kitchen. Well, and if he's in his room, we'll kind of drop her food off, and he can kind of babysit in case Bruno gets away from us, and she has a quiet spot to eat a meal. And when it's snacks, Lisa usually gives them a treat before bed. And it's like, so basically she's running into whichever room to tell us what it is that she wants. And it's like, my dog trained me. My dog trained me to know when to give her a snack or when to give her a meal. And I'm a little bitter about that, to be perfectly honest. To be perfectly honest, I am a little bitter that my dog trained me. But I can't say much because she's done more to train Steven. She's really working on training Steven. Yeah, they do things. They do certain things, and it's like we subconsciously associate certain behaviors with them needing certain things, and then we can tell ourselves, isn't it great how well I trained my dog? And it's like it didn't work. It doesn't always work that way. It's yeah. Bruno didn't say good morning. Jasper didn't say good morning. He used to call himself by name. He would go, come here, come here, come here. That was good morning. It's like, get me out of here, come here. So he was a spoiled bird. So, but yeah, you say good morning, deep subjective. Oh, I keep clicking on the thing. Yeah, yeah. At the end of the day, Jasper used to just start screaming for Steve because he knew that if Steve was home, it was the end of the day, and then everybody was going to be home, and then he didn't have to worry about being alone for the rest of the night. It was like,
It's a flock call.
yeah, it's a flock call. Anyway, yeah. So Shayla trained us to tell it so that we would know what to give her and when. Hi, buddy boo, you coming up? See, he had his walk. He's got his attention. Mommy's home. He's perfectly happy now.
Now he's good, yeah. Must follow routine.
The parrot. Oh, the parrot mimics? There's a parrot. Yeah. Oh my God. Crows can do that. Crows can mimic. And for the last couple of days, I thought we had a woodpecker outside. Go outside yesterday, and there's a crow sitting on a branch, making that noise. And it's like, It's like, I wanted to see a woodpecker. Lisa's home. Are you making sody pop?
Mm-hmm.
Did you spill it everywhere?
No, I'm not you.
Oh, I don't like you anymore. I'm not you.
Well.
Okay, so yeah, so she's gonna get in the studio. I sent Lisa a link that's got a whole bunch of examples, and I don't know if you're gonna be able. I don't know if you're gonna need to look them up elsewhere.
I saw a bunch already that I was pulling up. So yeah.
So there's so resident blue jay mimics a hawk's call to hog the feeder to it. Yeah, he gets lazy about it. Yeah. Yes, it's actually apparently there is a huge range of birds that can talk. They're just not necessarily birds that we make pets of. Like, I mean, I don't think I necessarily want a crow for a pet, but crows can talk. Yeah, I didn't know that. I know blue jays can mimic sound. I don't know if they can mimic words, but yeah. And I had somebody, and then of course there's always that one person. Oh, they're just mimicking sound, and it's like, that's great, but if our bird wanted something, he would tell us exactly what he wanted.
Jasper, go potty.
Jasper, go potty. It's like, get him where he can go potty right now, because he is literally telling you what he wants and he's not messing around.
Mind you, for him, potty also meant just getting out of his cage.
Well, yeah. As long as he was going potty, we had a potty area for him. As long as he was going potty where he was supposed to go potty, he could be out of his cage. So, yeah.
Dude, this is a good housekeeping article.
Oh, but it's got the examples.
Yeah, that's fine. It just cracks me up. That's all.
Yeah. I just found it right quick. You can look it up elsewhere and put up different examples. Bruno, it's Pop. You can't have it. See, this is Pop. Why are you licking the Pop? It's like, you can't have it. Yes, I can. Oh, she's got some stuff. Are you just gonna take it right from there?
It automatically does that as soon as I set it up.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of cooking lately. Oh my God, we've been doing way too much hanging around the house lately.
It should actually work okay.
Can you come back over on your pillow? There you go.
I think this will actually look okay. Do you let me
see? Look. He has a pillow. He has his own pillow, and it sits. Yeah, I just kind of sit with this pillow so he has somewhere to sit. He has been over here being such a ham.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
He knows how to play a crowd.
Well, the phone rang.
Oh, who called?
I don't know. I didn't recognize the number. It was probably just some telemarketing telemarketing or some weird
but it was
thing.
Exactly the right time. So now he's like, hello. I also told him I'd get them a treat.
I made Pop so that I could burp, and I've burped twice now.
It's
been great.
Well,
yeah, it's awesome.
You can do what you want.
It's my shit show, and I'll burp if I want to.
Yeah, you can keep the shit show over there and not on my channel.
Yeah. So.
See, case in point.
Sorry, guys. I had to. She made me do it. You saw her make me do it.
Excuse me?
I'm blaming you, and that's just all there is to it. Can you guys hear her okay? Because if you can't, this could be even more fun for me.
I have to get a rag and a treat for the dogs. So
yeah, like Donna said, animals. Yeah, we're talking about the Mandela Effect. Oh my God, no! Eventually, there's the biggest thing is one of the biggest conspiracy theories that comes out of the Mandela Effect is like somebody did. Yeah, I want to see more video of that. Donna sent me a short video showing this groundhog. He's so adorable. Somebody did put together a theory, and I think I've mentioned it in a previous one, that somebody has theoretically demonstrated that it's possible that we are just living inside of a simulation, and that what's around us is not real. Kind of like The Matrix, if you remember that movie. So a lot of the conspiracy theories that come up around this Mandela Effect are, glitch in the Matrix, something happened, something needed to be reset. So there's people that are like, yeah, Nelson Mandela really did die, but then something changed in the Matrix, so they had to rewrite it and make him be alive. And this is this is like the biggest mind-bending conspiracy theory that happens around this thing. So there's Noah's sending her groundhog updates almost every day. Nice. I want to get my camera out there because we have a pair of hummingbirds that are coming around. I'm not sure, but I thought they were scouting for a nest, and I'm crossing my fingers for a nest. Yeah, the Truman Show. Yeah, that's kind of so the Matrix or a giant global Truman Show, where if something didn't go quite right, they would like repeat it. Yeah, so basically, and those are similar theories that what we perceive as reality isn't actually real. So this is where this is it's just basically different flavors of the same theory, because the whole but what's really where this gets really mind bending is that somebody demonstrated, and I don't, that was what I forgot to look up because I'm not very smart. Somebody demonstrated that theoretically, and don't forget, theories are not always thought to be realistic or real. And I don't know how to explain this in any way that makes a lot of sense. But somebody, it's like, if we, what conditions would exist if we were living in a simulation, blah, 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 blah. I mean, there's just there's too many variables for it to be seriously, but it was an interesting mental gymnastics was what it was meant to be, and then people latched onto it. Like, I can theorize that my dog can fly. I can.
Thank God he doesn't.
Well, no, like, I mean, okay, I could say, well, in theory, my dog could fly if the gravity was 1/50th what it is now. It's like, well, then and obviously, we all could. If the gravity, if we had the same muscle mass but 1/50th of the gravity, we could all fly. And if we jumped hard enough, we would just keep going into the stratosphere and die. Like, so fun theories to explore. Yeah. So yeah, no, Essence is saying the same thing. I promised you. I thought he died. I thought I had seen I thought I had seen footage of his. I thought I had seen news footage of his death, news footage of the funeral procession, news footage from his grieving family giving press conferences. I thought I saw the whole thing, and then next thing, it's like, what do you mean he's running for president? Like, he's dead. Like, what the heck? Like, oh wait, he didn't die. So yeah, and so if you've seen the movie The Matrix, or if you've seen The Truman Show, then that kind of gives you a bit of an understanding of the conspiracy, the global conspiracy that people have latched onto. And again, the biggest piece being is that there have been research projects, and yeah, scene 111. Yeah, he is dead now. So, but people, fun with physics, oh, what if this, if like I said, if our gravity was 1/50th what it was, a dog could just simply jump and soar and Superman his way around the world, but he wouldn't live. It's like, so it's kind of, but the interesting thing is that so many things are, a lot of the things that we see that people are the most, entertainment is one of the bigger ones, because the movie Star Wars, C-3PO, who is the golden robot. Oh yeah, the 1111. Now that's a weird one too. It's like, how is it that we manage to notice 1111 when we don't, and yet it only happens twice a day? How is it that people notice stuff like that so regularly and routinely? I get it. You have a, how many seconds are in a day? You have a 1 in X thousand chance of noticing it that day. But certain sequences that are just as obvious, we don't notice. So why are we noticing one thing but not the other? What's triggering our brain to notice this? What's the connection? So no. Jim Carrey didn't die. No, we're talking about the Truman Show. In the Truman Show, Jim Carrey played a character who was in in an artificial environment, and they kept tweaking things to do a TV show. And eventually something happens, and some content, some of this TV show content got repeated in a way that he started noticing. He started noticing how people said the exact same things in the exact same way at the exact same time every day, and started putting two and two together to realize that he had lived his life inside of an artificial environment.
Totally worth watching, by the way.
And a lot of the theories, like I said, that if you'd seen The Matrix or this show, a lot of the theories, there's several really interesting theories that we are living in some sort of an artificial environment. And this Mandela effect is one of the key pieces of evidence that people point to say it's true. And the weird thing is that, like, even just in this group right now, we're talking about Nelson Mandela, and I'm sorry, I was just looking. I'm doing the thing. I always do the thing. Let me just stop mid-sentence. I'm just going to read the comments for a minute. So one of the other things, okay, some other. Hey.
Don't even.
Stop.
Enough. No, leave it.
Hey. Come here.
Hey. Wait,
I don't know. You know what? If you go, hey, they don't like that. They ignore me. But if I go, hey, come here, Grumpy. Hi. Don't do it. She gets grumpy because she feels she's in the mood to bark, and then yeah. Who's Nelson Mandela? It's like, oh. Anyway, okay. So for the scientifically minded, the movie Star Wars, C-3PO. I'm just assuming that you're going to grab it. You don't.
Grab it.
You can grab whatever you want. She'll grab stuff. That's fine. There are so many people who don't have any. There are so many people who don't know anything outside. Yeah, it gets a little scary, the things that people don't know while thinking that they know. That's just, I don't know. That's the overflooding of too much nonsensical information and not enough stuff that matters. But anyway, so C-3PO is one of the robots from Star Wars. So most of us apparently remember C-3PO is gold, right? But then if you watch a current copy of the movie, his one leg from the knee down is silver. And yet I don't know anybody who remembers remembers of having a different color leg. I don't know. Now apparently, Bridget Fonda, the government faked her execution, but really turned to an assassin. I believe that happens. I absolutely believe that sort of stuff happens. I believe that people, I mean, there are how many 200 and some odd different nations in the world, and every single one of them runs a little bit differently than the one beside it. I believe all sorts of weird shit happens, and we just don't get told what's happening. And I mean, unfortunately, as long as it's not affecting my day-to-day reality, it's a little crazy making to try and think too much about it. But so the Star Wars, so it's the exact same effect, and some people call it the Star Wars effect, because when the people that were watching the original movies way back in the day do not remember that C-3PO had a silver leg. And yet when you watch copies of the movie now in our modern time, 30 some odd years later, he has a silver leg. I do not remember him having a silver leg. I remember the movies that he was gold from top to bottom. Did you just giggle sneeze?
No. Dog growled.
Dog growled. Must have echoed funny. The CIA has already admitted that they admitted kind of that they were doing experiments with telepathy and things like that years and years ago, but they obviously don't want to comment on what the outcomes of those were. So anyway, hey. So yeah, so who remembers C-3PO having a silver leg? Because I don't. I automatically notice the silver leg now and go, but that's wrong. It's like, and the funny thing is that in one of the episodes there was a scene where something happened, and he had to get, I think it was one of his arms replaced with something else, and even then they clean him. But yeah, I do not remember him having a silver leg. Don't remember it. But if you watch a current copy of the movie, you will see that he has a silver leg. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that one. The Bernstein Bears.
Am I bringing that one up?
If you can. So yeah. So I found like 40 examples. Now a lot of them are products and product placements and stuff like that. So it becomes very commercial. But there are, yeah. We can just go through them in order if you want.
Oh, that would make things easier.
Yeah, both his legs were gold. We had the action figures when we were kids. He did not have a silver leg, and yet if you watch the movie now, it shows that he did. What Marion says, do you think that happened with the upgrades on the original films? Here's an unfortunate problem. Not fortunate. Here's one of the things that happened with the Star Wars movie. When they made the next 3 movies, there were some things. What are you doing, you big grump? No. She just rolled over on her back. It's like, if you want me to shut up, then pet me. No, you come here. Anyway, one of the things that they did with the Star Wars movies is when they released the second 3 movies, they realized that they had issues where something in this part of the movie in this movie wasn't going to match with what happened in the original movies, so they actually digitally changed some of the stuff in the movies. So it's like, because Disney reached back and tampered with the original movies for continuity purposes, it's like, yeah, nobody knows how or why. But everybody agrees the original movies, he did not have the silver leg, and Disney has Disney, Star Wars, they have no answer to that. They keep saying it's always been that way, and they have no answer, but yet nobody can remember it otherwise. Yes, honey?
You told me to pull up Bernstein Bears.
There's Bernstein Bears. So the Bernstein Bears are really, really super popular kids books, and Berenstain is how I remember it being spelt when my kids were young, but Bernstein is how it's spelt now.
I'm the other way around. Bernstein was what I was familiar with. Berenstain is freaking weird.
I remember, yeah, they don't.
So that's what Sedona agrees with me. They're trying to say
okay, well, see,
instead of Bernstein. And actually, that's what it says in the article too. Is it says that most people remember it as Bernstein, not Bernstein.
Oh, okay, so I got them mixed up then.
Yep.
But I remember noticing that it was different. I remember noticing it's like.
I never noticed the change because it's always been Bernstein. It's never been Berenstain.
No, I remember it being Stain, Stainn.
So you're backwards of everybody else.
What do you mean?
Most people actually remember it Berenstein with the E.
Oh yeah,
you remember it with the A, but most people it's the other way around.
Oh, okay. So I'm missing the boat. I didn't glitch with the matrix on this one.
No, apparently not.
I didn't glitch on that matrix, but yeah, like it's like, but so many people remember it. And don't forget, if you're looking up something online, you have to spell it correctly. And back in the day, there was no such thing as autocorrect. So people are like going, no, this is how it's always been spelled. And then people are going, no, this is how it's spelled. So there's, yeah. So. Okay, so what is it now? Stain or Stein? Stain.
It's Stain now, but most of us remember it Stein.
I don't know why, but I think I'm just remembering it wrong. I'm just remembering it wrong because I'm fucking old now. So there's that. So yeah, so there's one, but I'm trying to think of some really big high-end ones, and I can't think of. I can't.
Flip us through
actually, there's a bunch. Yeah.
There's a whole bunch.
There's a whole bunch that get really, really, really like big.
Let me pull up the.
Not big, but.
Let me pull up the next one.
What's the next one? You disconnected the feed.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Oh yeah. No, I did that on purpose.
Okay.
We're good.
Lisa is in charge of this because then I can just chat and drink my pop and belch and do more belching. And I hope everybody else is belching along with me because that can actually be kind of fun when you've got nothing better to do and nowhere to go. Yeah, Looney Tunes.
Okay, so what is actually the difference? Oh!
TUNES and TOONS. And I actually remember both.
I don't. So it's supposed to be. So the one on the right is the one that it is today.
What does it say?
Yeah, it says Looney Tunes, TUNES, not tunes. It makes all zero
sorry,
sense.
guys. I brushed out the dog earlier, and we have 2 dogs, and I'm mildly allergic to dogs, and I brushed Shayla out earlier. I took something for it, but I'm sorry. I'm coughing. I'm wiping at my face. I'm sniffing. It's like
they said it makes almost zero sense, but the cartoon was spelled TUNES. But a lot of us will remember Looney Tunes, TOONS.
It was spelled TUNES because most of the episodes were played along. If you see some of the episodes,
you'll either, eh?
I remember both. I remember it used to be one, then it was the other. They used to call it TUNES because No, but they used to call it. They used to spell it TUNES because a lot of the episodes.
That's what they're spelling it today. It's what they're saying. They've never spelled it TONS. It's only ever been TUNES, is what they're saying.
But I remember seeing both.
So you glitched with the Matrix.
I glitched with the Matrix.
I don't remember seeing TUNES. I feel like I remember.
See, I've seen both, and I always just I've seen it. I remember it as both, and I've always just assumed that one was old. One was an older series than the other. That's how I've always remembered it. But I remember both. I remember it going back and forth pretty consistently. Yeah, Essence also remembers it both ways, and I just assumed that, like I said, I assumed that these ones were made in this time period, and then these ones were made in, like if a series, sometimes a series will change its name or say or change some of change its spelling partway through or something, or a new logo. I just always assumed that that's what it was. But apparently most people remember it only being one or the other and not both. So this Matrix split two ways.
Okay.
Some people remember tunes, some people remember tunes, and then some people remember both. And that's a weird one.
So I've got another one here.
Okay, she's got another one.
Let's pull it up.
Now, some of these, though, I will say that some of these I already know. This is a weird little Canadian thing. Some of these I already know is because branding differences across borders. Because some of, like I mentioned Kraft dinner. Up here we call it Kraft dinner, whereas down in the States they call it Kraft macaroni and cheese. And it depends on what side of the border you're on. But living in Canada, we'd be seeing the most of Canada is right along the border with the States, so we see a lot of American TV. So we would realistically see both on a regular basis.
So there was apparently Curious George never had a tail.
Never?
That's what it says. It says his tail was never there. Are you freaking out?
I remember him having a tail. I remember
no tail.
There were books showing him like hanging by a tree from his tail and all that shit that people used to think monkeys could do.
They're saying no tail. I need to look this one up.
Yeah, Michelle Craker says that was my thought. Does it depend on what country you're in? I think that definitely confuses things for people. Because, like I said, the Kraft one is the best example for me. But if suddenly, but you know what? Even that doesn't make sense because, like back in the day, that I mean, American products would stay on their side of the border, our products would stay on our side of the border. If we saw packaging that showed up that wasn't in English and French, we thought that was the weirdest thing, and we would, that must be American, so we'd know.
No, I'm not sure.
No tail?
Yeah, some people are saying that they remember him never having a tail. I'm not sure now.
See, I don't really remember. Yeah, Sex in the City and Sex and the City. Apparently, it had two different working. People remember.
The show was always titled Sex and the City.
Yeah. Now, some of these are just pointing out that people get it mixed up.
Yeah, I think this was a mix-up because I feel like it was always Sex and the City.
Yeah, I think this particular site that I found.
I don't like feeling this confused. Reset.
Yeah, I don't remember because I thought. I mean, I don't really remember whether or not there was showing his tail all the time, but I thought there was some things showing his tail. I don't know because it doesn't really.
Wait. I'm sorry. So wait, it's Febreze and there's only one E?
Only yeah, Febreze.
No.
Yeah, see, I saw that one too. Oh, this
one's not a very good image. I need to get it bigger.
So has anybody else heard any other? Okay, like we've got the mass hysteria. We've got the people just remember things weird. We've got theories on how human. We've got theories that are like, okay, well, this is how human memory works, even though we don't believe that it. Even though it's experiencing is different. Then we've got glitches in the Matrix. We've got the Truman Show, kind of. We've got those examples. Has anybody heard any other theories on this, like CIA experiments, or because there's some really out there. There's some really out there theories that can happen around just about anything. I haven't heard a lot though. The only thing I've heard is this reference to some article, something that somebody did to demonstrate this thing that, in theory we could be living in a simulation, and it's really made this get a lot of attention because of it. EE in the UK. There you go. Look it up. See if it comes up.
Okay, so let's do this.
Now that could be a bit of a mind bending exercise, because anybody who sees products or advertising from more than one country is likely to see more than one thing.
Everything says one E on here. There's no two E's.
Okay, so then look up Amazon UK and see how it's spelled. Or some.
I'm literally on a UK site. Look, Febreze in the UK here.
Oh no, it's one E.
Febreze in the UK here. Febreze in the UK here.
Wow.
I'm not finding any proof that there's ever been a double E Febreze.
And yet I remember it with double E. But then again, like product, but these are specific products, and this is like where
Febreze.
Yeah, Febreze.
Okay, it's still a proper spelling. It's cracking me up.
It gets weird though, eh? So it's like, so have we just automatically assumed the extra E because who takes the time to sound out the name of a product, right?
That's freaking trippy. I don't even know what to think right now. Oh, I've got another one for you guys.
Just a second.
What?
Oh, it's Essence. I'm going to have to take Ambien tonight. It's 2 E's. The lies. It's been 2 E's. I don't know.
Wait, I got a good one for you guys. You guys are gonna flip out on
Yeah, Burnout Rage said as well. When I was a kid, I had Curious George hanging from a tree by his tail.
Okay. Apparently, Oscar Mayer has always been spelled with an A and not an E.
Now I'm thinking about the Oscar Mayer. Oh, I wish it was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Okay, no, this one makes no sense. It definitely.
No, wait. Which?
This makes me worried for my book, because Butterfly's like, I know the brain can autocorrect spelling. It's why they say to read out loud. I'll put this up when proofing.
Yeah, but the brain will autocorrect.
Like, no, it's always been Meyer with an E.
No, wait.
This was weird. Yeah, no.
Wasn't there an Oscar Mayer hot dog song where they actually spelled it?
No, they did a BOLOGNA.
Oh, BOLOGNA. Okay, that's the one.
Nobody can freaking spell baloney, but anyway. Let's just look this up.
Can we stop? Let's just talk about aliens. Come on, just land a UFO. I'm expecting the aliens to land any fucking day now, because what's going on in the world right now is so. This is like so surreal. Mayer.
It's always had an A, and then apparently that makes no. This is the first time, I swear to God, I've ever seen it with an A.
Yeah. Isn't it weird? But again, the brain does auto. Yeah, it was totally Meyer in my memory, but it did take the kids to see Oscar Mayer Wienermobile last year, and it was spelled with an A. I was trying to sing the song. Yeah, I tend to spell it over here in Canada. We do both. Some words we spell the American way, and some words we spell the Canadian way. So our phonics books growing up were like huge. I don't know why they don't teach phonics anymore, because my God, but.
Okay, here's the other one that was brought up. It was this one, so let's share.
Yeah, Meyer, Meyer looks wrong now. It's interesting though, because the brain does autocorrect.
I'm pretty confident I've only ever known Skechers is with the C, but to be fair, I've only actually started wearing Skechers as like an adult. So it's only been in the last 10 years I would have worn Skechers.
Oh my God, hooked on phonics. That I will tell you right now, I still use a little before E except after C except is used as an A as a neighboring way.
I don't think it was.
Hooked on phonics? Yeah. Hooked on phonics was the I don't know what the titles of the books up here were, but it was the same idea. It was the whole here's an entire book of all the exceptions that are used when writing the English language. It's crazy. And then of course we have British, like you guys spell OR, use OR, and we use OUR for a lot of things, but we also use OR for some things as well. We have so many, because we're halfway between British and American English. Oh, hi Jada. Oh my God, Real Simple Earth. Jada just showed up.
Hi.
Okay, so Skechers. Again, these are branding things, but it's like did they change their name and nobody noticed, or is there? And
okay, does anybody remember?
These are flimsy examples because if the brand updated its spelling and just simply chose not to address it, we wouldn't even know, and we're just left guessing, right? But some things are more obvious than others. Okay, there's a couple of really good ones near the end of this. I remember him with the turkey leg.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I've never even heard.
I saw the one without the turkey leg. Okay, there's a famous painting of King Henry. Is that what you're on next?
Up, yeah.
She has to do a weird thing to make this thing show up properly, or it's just like.
It's too small for people to see the detail if I just pull it up in the
Yeah, Liz Lubsprigg says, I wonder if lawsuits were against the original spelling and switched to avoid legal issues. Yeah, we don't know. But this is
oh,
the.
That's the wrong one.
Oh.
Whoop. Hold on.
We'll be back to. Okay, we'll do fruit.
Let's talk about Fruit Loops real quick. I only remember the double O, and that's apparently.
It's King Henry's birthday. He has a cake and not a turkey leg.
Do you guys remember the Fruit Loops? Do you ever remember it being spelled FRUI? I don't, but
no.
I remember the OO.
I always remember OO. I don't remember UI.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Okay. You're doing King Henry next. So this is a famous piece of art, and not necessarily everybody's super into art, but the picture on the left with the turkey leg is the one I remember. I remember him holding food in one hand.
Well, the one on the right, it looks like he's holding like a napkin, but it could be like a croissant or like.
No, I think he's holding a glove or a napkin or something.
Oh, a glove makes
I mean, a glove or a handkerchief or something like that. But yeah, I remember the turkey. But now don't quote me on that because I'm not super into classical art of any kind. So it's like, okay, but.
I mean, like, I'm just gonna make a bigger speech.
Liz remembers being mad when she was told all the colors are the same flavor. Yeah.
I don't know though. Well, I'm not definite about it.
It's not. I think that particular portrait isn't necessarily that famous, which makes it hard.
What do you mean all the colors are the same flavor?
Of Fruit Loops.
No.
Yes.
What?
They're all the same flavor.
They're supposed to be different flavors.
No.
Each color like Starburst, right? Like
no.
No, huh?
No.
So the whole
they're not the same.
Tastes like fruit punch. I literally had Fruit Loops like last week. I could have swore they all had different flavors.
Nope. You just tell yourself they do.
Bye, Jen.
Oh, bye, Jen. Oh, yeah, Lisa wants to watch Phantom of the Opera. Are you watching it tonight or tomorrow?
I've watched the first 45 minutes already.
So she's been watching movies at work. Dwayne. I'm going to go call her boss now.
No, it was quiet in the afternoon.
Okay.
I feel so betrayed by the Fruit Loops. I'm really upset.
Okay, so a lot of these examples are little mundane everyday things. And of course, little mundane everyday things have little mundane everyday explanations. So this is why Nelson Mandela.
Wait.
What are you? Wait. Just. Nobody's talking to you right now. Just be over there. Fine. Just be pretty. Look up things.
Just look pretty.
I'm in so much trouble, but so little tiny mundane things are really, really easy to overlook. Have an explanation. This sort of thing. So Nelson Mandela. That thing that happened with him made it really, really weird because it was like, wait a second. I remember watching video of his funeral. Like, what the hell? Mr. Moneybags? You have Mr. Moneybags? Are you going to pop that up?
Oh, did you want it back up?
Yeah. Okay. Which one's the current one? Because I remember the monocle.
The monocle is incorrect.
Wow. Okay, so that's the Monopoly dude.
And
the monocle is always there. I've always remembered him with the monocle.
But apparently this is correct.
But is it currently correct or has it always been that way? Because
it says it might be a confusion between him and the Planters Peanut Company mascot because apparently he's never had a monocle.
He's always just been like what, top hat and mustache?
Yeah.
Huh.
So they're saying, what if he's like, what is it? What a Planters Peanut?
Now, see, this is the thing, though, is that like the brain can autocorrect even when you don't know that that's what's happening. Yeah, I'm just looking it up.
Yeah, so apparently he's never had the monocle.
And yet I remember him with a monocle.
But the Planters Peanut guy does. And why would we get those two mixed up? That doesn't even make sense. They're saying maybe we got them mixed up with the Planters Peanut guy. That doesn't make sense. Why would those two be the ones that we get mixed up? No, I don't buy that.
No, it's like, it's weird.
One's a peanut. One's a human.
Yeah, but they're both gentlemanly.
No.
Also, like, the Monopoly guy isn't really a human either. He's like some kind of like deformed caricature of a man.
Well, yeah.
Like born into a life of eternal suffering for all of his deformity.
You're just like. I have always remembered him with a monocle. Always remembered him with a monocle. Always.
Same.
Essence says, I'm over it. I'm just going to live every day like it's opposite day to protest whatever they are doing to us. It is the strangest thing. It is the strangest thing. And here's the thing, is that, have you ever played the telephone game? Somebody whispers something in your ear, and then by the time everybody gets a turn, it's a completely different thing. And this is, yeah, he's a banker.
Okay, what's the fuck with Pikachu though?
Yeah, my brain, Katie H says my brain autocorrects to make life easier. But like I said, I'm just looking at these as examples, because I'm sure that a lot of these examples have good explanations. Like maybe he did have a monocle back in the day, but it was too close to looking like somebody. Yeah, Marian's played the telephone game, and it's like, so if, I don't know, like, I mean, maybe if you've seen an old copy of, okay, if you've seen a really, really old copy of Monopoly, when they did have a monocle, and then more modern versions don't, and then nobody's ever bothered to document when that changed. But see, I remember both. I've seen Pikachu both ways.
I'm not big enough on Pokemon to know for sure, but the left looks right to me, whereas the right doesn't.
Look.
Now I'm fucking curious.
Steve's curious. He's coming to see. My camera's on. Hers isn't.
Yeah, no, the one on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the left is fucking wrong.
He plays a lot of Pokemon. I'll take your word for it. Also, but you're young, and maybe Pokemon before.
Yeah, I love my cake in a cup. I love my. Okay, you know what? Cake in a cup is like super easy. All you got to do is get a cake mix. There are some cake mixes where there's a cake mix trick where you just use a can of diet soda instead of egg and oil and water and all that stuff. If you just open a package of cake mix and put a portion of the cake mix, 1/12 of the cake mix into a cup, and so 1/12 of a cup of pops, so 2 or 3 tablespoons. Give it a stir. You can make cake in a cup here. You can make cake in a cup using just a simple regular cake mix.
Yeah. Anyway.
I know how to make cake in a cup, and I don't need to buy the fancy.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat. I don't remember the dash.
The dash is incorrect.
Is it incorrect?
Yeah.
But people remember. Who remembers the dash?
Anybody? This is probably another one of those brain autocorrect things, though.
It's hard to say. I mean, I would not. I don't remember there being a dash in it, but yeah, no dash. See, I think, and so, of course, sometimes these sites try too hard, but again, these are all products that could have updated their spellings, updated their whatever. Like you get Coca-Cola now, and it's just got like the logo, and you're supposed to know what it means.
Okay, but
the cornucopia. I've always remembered with the cornucopia.
Apparently, there's no cornucopia.
I remember the cornucopia. That's the little horn-looking thing behind it. If you don't know what a cornucopia is, now you do.
Yeah, but apparently there's never been a cornucopia.
Okay, so who remembers the cornucopia? I remember the cornucopia. I remember that being there. And
Me too. Other votes?
Yeah, Donna commenting about the Kit Kat bar. I just tore the rope wrapper off too quick to notice.
Right?
Okay, yeah. Butterfly Love Child says with the cornucopia. Yeah, the harvest thing. That's called a cornucopia. Yeah.
It actually looks stupid without it. Like it doesn't make sense to me. I for sure remember the cornucopia.
Men dancing dressed as fruit. I remember that
I
one.
do remember that. That's true.
I remember that one. That commercial.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Real Simple. Jatter remembers it both ways. Yeah, Donna remembers the cornucopia. I remember it. I don't think they do it now, but I remember it.
Trippy. What about this one? Cheese It or Cheese Its?
Cheese It.
Really? Why would it be single? That's the stupidest thing. I remember Cheez Its. You don't eat
You know
Cheez-It.
what?
Nobody eats it's like labeling a box.
Here, you may have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Portion
But these,
control.
but like I said, this is okay. This is the thing, though. This is definitely a mind. This is an exercise in. Yeah, they're brain fucking us, and they are. I was gonna say mind fuck. It's really the same thing, right? So,
I mean, really, it just
but
sounds
you've
like
got
you two are going about your day gaslighting yourself.
Right?
yeah, but yeah. Steve said you just Steve just said that basically we're going about our day gaslighting ourselves.
I think I'm outnumbered on this.
But now it's really interesting, though. Now, the interesting thing, though, and this is where you can get back into conspiracies, even over simple stuff like this. If it's this easy to confuse ourselves, then how does human memory actually work? Because what aren't they telling us if it's this easy to screw with your memories? Katie.
I mean,
Okay, so now who wants brownies?
Okay, we can't have a chat without making people hungry. Like this is becoming a thing. Whether it's popcorn, taking a cup.
Okay, and now she's just gonna start listing off all this food. And then, did you hear? Oh, we can't have a chat with everybody talking about food and getting hungry. First it was, and then she starts listing things, and it's like,
Okay, look you.
it's not gonna be my fault this time. That's all I care about.
Okay, let me get the next one up because this is blame me for everything.
Cleo's getting hungry. For us, it's just going on to dinner time. So.
Okay, what about this one though?
Oh, a single F.
Yeah. This is probably another brain autocorrect because why would they even do that? That makes no sense.
That's stupid.
It is stupid. I completely
It's like, can
agree.
you not? Can you guys? You know, if you as a giant multinational corporation cannot spell the word stuff, maybe I don't want to buy your. So which is correct? The
Well,
one
maybe they've been able to trademark the word stuff with a single
popcorn or popcorn. Ooh.
popcorn.
Yeah, but I think it used to always be called popcorn.
Okay, we're not doing that.
Apparently, we're not doing that.
Hi, Hecate's Crossing.
Hi, Hecate's Crossing. Yeah, Hecate's Crossing is lucky because they just ate lunch. Oh, poor Marion. We're mean. We're mean. I'm sorry. But add it to the list of things that you may or may not consider making for yourself tomorrow. Oh, by the way, we upgraded. We did a thing because we realized since we're both doing videos, it kind of is not going to hurt the family budget to upgrade StreamYard so we can do a little bit more.
Smart enough to figure it out. I could have done this before. We can do this on free.
Oh, okay. Does this turn your mic on as well?
I've got it muted so that we don't echo people. It's 2 mics.
Oh, I can't unmute you because you chose to mute yourself.
I mute myself and I took myself.
Oh, so if we had one mic to share, they're expensive. You can't have one.
I've got a mic. I've got a plug-in mic already. I can just put it in the middle of the room.
Ooh. Okay. So does anybody notice or care? Well, at least put yourself back on camera.
Oh, okay. I'm back.
She's back. You're not. Yeah, we don't have a second mic. We don't have a proper mic set up though, so you just get to look at her being pretty. But now, if I say something really shitty and she gives me a look, you guys get to enjoy it too.
I do this after we've been on for an hour though.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so come on. There's actually a couple of good ones that are really interesting near the end.
Am I slacking? Is that what you're telling me?
You're always slacking.
This one's not super visual.
I like that you're like flips to a bigger one. Oh, there you go. Robin said they can hear us both.
Oh, that's good. So
if the kid, I basically tore everything apart on the couch because I'm washing blankets and pillows and stuff. Because if that wasn't the case, I could come closer. But
we could actually sit together like we like each other or something.
Like we like each other?
I know, weird, right?
It's strange.
Anyway, here's the Mona Lisa.
Butterfly love child. So I'd start picking my nose or farting and forget my camera was on. Why do you think it is? You know what? I'm just gonna have pop. I'm just gonna belch.
So
something for you guys to laugh about. Oh my God, she belched 18 times. Like, ooh, it's a record. Yay, thanks for noticing.
this
So
is a little harder to show, but apparently
it's very.
she used to to have a much. People think that they remember her with a more obvious smile than she has today. So I don't know if that's really it's kind of depicted in these images, but
that's kind of not gonna. Now this is a really good one because this is a piece of art that's existed for several hundred years now. So I think for this one, I think this would be a really mind bending one for anybody that is really into fine arts.
okay, this one's
For me, I'm kind of like I'm not really sure what I think about that. So
wait.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't remember any. I remember just this, but I don't enjoy art that way. I really don't. I'm a heathen, right? It's
Yeah, so next time we do one of these, we'll plug in the external mic. That way it can be in the center of the room where equally heard.
Yeah, okay. We had a picture of her growing up. This is the Mona Lisa. Okay, this is a Mona Lisa reference. We had a picture of her growing up, and her eyes used to follow me anywhere in that room.
That's
There,
crazy.
but you know what? There are people that claim that. There are tons and tons of claims of people that say that the Mona Lisa was painted in such a way so that no matter where you are in the room, it looks like she's looking right at you. And other people say that that's not the case.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just playing with
So there's another one that got that you don't notice unless you actually have seen the picture or a copy of it. But
okay, the Flintstones. Can we talk about this? Because
left. I don't remember the one on the right.
yeah, apparently there's 2 T's in Flintstones.
And they're both capital.
Yeah, which is weird, and I feel like I would remember that. But yeah, apparently it says here that the Flintstones.
I don't remember that.
T's. Let's do a quick image search because that's a fun way to kind of play with it and see. Okay, so let's go here. Flintstones.
Yeah, Katie said, yeah, I heard that the Mona Lisa was actually not very big at all.
Yeah, so the Flintstones.
I'm not going to go nipping on over to the Louvre to find out. So
there's 2 T's on all these images.
That's weird.
I would agree with you. I think that is incredibly weird.
The Flint stones?
Yeah, not Flintstones.
Okay, what is Flint? Is it a type of stone?
Can you kill him?
Yes.
Just murder him.
What is Flynn?
Okay,
it's how it used to be written.
I don't remember it that way.
I don't remember it that way either.
I feel like I remember.
Okay, this is the really sad part. Do you realize that our brain autocorrect has auto-corrected us into spelling things wrong?
No, it says, I don't even remember that on the vitamins, and I ate a whole bottom once as a child, a bottle.
Okay, so, okay.
Okay, I can get another one now.
Let's get another one. Let's get another one.
Does this put us back to normal? Oh, it's just like that. I don't like that. I want us to be like this. That's better. Oh, look, just in time to have Peggy take a nice big drink.
Yeah, but I'm not belching yet, so that's fine.
Okay, wait. Okay, quick poll in the room. What color is chartreuse? What shade?
Purple.
Okay, what color is chartreuse, everybody? How would you describe chartreuse? And I asked the room, not you.
Okay.
Is chartreuse, what color is chartreuse? We have green, we have a purple vote. Oh, Peggy had to vote in the room. Because I made
That's right.
Crap. Yeah, green, yellow. Okay, so I'm just going to share this screen. So apparently, chartreuse is actually a shade of pink or purple, which literally makes no sense to me because I remember it as a vomity green, like a vomity yellow green. Yeah, exactly.
No. Read the thing. No, read it. Read it.
What does it say? Do you recall someone telling you that chartreuse is a magenta pink color? So many others agree with you, but in reality, it's a shade of green.
So it's a shade of green, but I remember it being a shade of purple.
Oh, I remember being green, but you remember.
I remember it being that lavender color.
They screwed us up on this image because in all the other images.
No. As soon as you said that, it's like, yeah, it's the green. I remember it. This is why when somebody says chartreuse, I'm like, oh, that I don't like that shade of purple, and they're going, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so if I go here and I go chartreuse.
There's a liquor named chartreuse that's yellow green. But I remember chartreuse as being a shade of purple.
Really?
Yep. I remember it being a shade of purple.
It's because you're old, right?
Yeah, because they reinvented colors back in the 60s.
That sounds about right.
You're mean. You are mean.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it's like, way back when they invented color film, they had to update what all the colors were so that they would show up better.
No, I remember chartreuse.
Okay, hold on. Let's get another one here.
Vomit green, yeah. Most of you guys remember. I remember it as purple. I remember chartreuse as being a purple.
Okay, let me open up this one.
Isn't that weird? Because I
don't know.
Yeah, soon 5 will be 2. I'm seriously. Is it? But it's now this. But this is a movie reference.
What happened? What happened?
I don't know.
Well, let's get.
But yeah, I remember chartreuse as being a shade of purple.
I'm gonna make everybody dizzy for a second.
We're getting dizzy. Yeah, I just found it really bad. I just found a bad list that had lots of stuff in it, so it's like I didn't worry too much because, we're just kind. I mean, I don't know. For most of us, I mean, I hope that for most of us, we're just enjoying keeping each other company as much as anything else. This one really only has one conspiracy, but it's a really mind-breaking conspiracy.
So it says
It's like, could you imagine if we just all woke up one day and realized we really were in a simulation? It's like
that's super trippy.
It's super trippy, but things like this, it's like, dude, this is like this.
Things like what? What are you referring to?
Like I remember chartreuse as being a shade of purple, and it's like, well, what if those little deja vu moments are the universe resetting itself to fix something or to change something? And it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hecate is crossing says, I love the connecting with each other. That's all. You know what? That's the main purpose, the main focus. But I could be perfectly happy to just come on and do a chat about any random fucking topic.
And you probably will.
I could come on every day just for the sake of people chatting and keep. Whoops! I just did the thing. Sorry, I'm just.
Because we both clicked the button at the same time.
Stop clicking the buttons.
No.
Great.
I'm the button clicker. That's my job.
Oh, she's the button clicker.
Do you want to see the next one?
Oh, hi Erica. How you doing?
Hi Erica.
We're just mostly shooting the shit, Erica. We're talking about the Mandela Effect, which is very, very strange stuff indeed. But yeah, like I mean, there's only really, there's smaller conspiracy theories that kind of wrap, alien. Like, what if we're in a, yeah, like what if this is how the aliens are experimenting on us? That's one I've heard. Like what if they're doing this by mind things?
This one you have to read. So it says it's not what Forrest Gump.
Yeah, life is like a box of chocolates.
Apparently, what he actually said was life was like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It also could just be that he talked with an accent in that he talked with an accent in that movie. Yeah. So it could just be not understanding the accent. But yeah, it's those.
Aw, campfire with your family.
Aw, nice. Campfires are. Aw, man. See, we can't go do a campfire because the neighbors would probably disapprove because we would have to use their yard.
There's that.
Condo living. Oh my God! Anybody who's in a condo or an apartment right now, I totally it's this strange kind of boredom. I am so jealous of Donna and anybody who has a yard or space that they can get out into during the day. So yeah, so Forrest Gump, that's an odd little one. Okay. Yeah, it's life is like a box of chocolate.
No, okay.
Yep.
Okay, what?
Yep. So, I remember this one. This one's been going around for years.
How do you remember it?
Because my kids have seen the movie.
No. Which way do you remember it?
I remember Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, but I've seen it in the movie as Magic Mirror on the Wall. I remember both.
How?
Another one of the big ones is Luke, I Am Your Father.
That's coming up.
Yeah.
That's coming up.
Alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, is it Forrest Gump with one word? It's
no,
2 R's. It should be 2 R's.
Yeah, it's 2 R's. So instead of Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, it's Magic Mirror on the Wall. That doesn't even what?
Magic Mirror on the Wall.
Oh, they're just screwing with my head.
So basically.
Lol,
yeah, really.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Well, maybe he's gonna maybe he'll give a different answer depending on which version of him you ask.
It's definitely Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Hold on.
It's Magic Mirror on.
Hold on.
I don't think you can cast that, can you?
I don't know. That's fine.
If you load it up in a tablet, and then just hold the tablet up in front of the camera.
I might be able to just even if it's hold on. Here it is. Here.
You might be able to.
It might let me do it. Let's just see if.
Okay, guys. She might just.
Let's just see if it'll actually go. It might not.
Yeah. Forrest Gump follows it with "You never know what you're gonna get."
Life was like a box. It doesn't make sense.
Is it?
Life is like.
Honey, I don't think that's gonna go because the last time we tried doing something like this, the live crashed. The live crashed and we couldn't get back in.
Oh, well, that was on the same tab. This is fine. We fine.
Let's see.
I had it. It was just starting to load. Okay, so
We will. Okay. We will look it up and load that into the group.
fine.
You got some movement happening there,
I'm
though.
very stubborn, and I just.
She's very stubborn. She's just trying
really,
to. Oh, because it's not your shit that you're wrecking.
Well, absolutely. If it was my stuff, I wouldn't be risking it. Are you kidding? I don't know if we're gonna have.
Oh, is it 7 dwarves or the 7 dwarfs? It's dwarfs. DWARF.
Oh.
Yeah, because Tolkien actually popularized the VES as a plural for dwarves. Up until then, it was all dwarfs.
So do you have? Okay.
It's not letting me put the.
Is it letting you put in sound?
I don't know. They'll have to tell us because my computer's muted. You have to tell us if sound comes through when I hit play. They won't let me put on closed captioning either. But it looks like it's actually showing quite nicely. So maybe it's because we've upgraded our streaming card. It's taking it. You guys will have to let us know.
Oh, you're so busy talking.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just giving you a hard time because I can. Nope. Nope, it's not going.
Okay. Well, wasn't for lack of trying.
We will get a clip of that and play it. We will get a clip of that and load it into Lisa's supportive tarot page on Facebook. If anybody's not in supportive tarot, if anybody's on Facebook and wants to join the group, I can add a link, or I can make Lisa add a link. Lisa is like my lovely wife and does all the
I'm
shit.
your lovely wife. Just stop there.
Well, and you do all the like things.
I do.
I'm just like, she does things. I sit over here, bullshit. I sit over here, shoot the shit, and pet my dog is what I do. She does. Oh, you're smiling though. Look at you. You're smiling. Yeah, he doesn't say, Luke, I am your father. He says, I am your father.
Well, he says, no, I am your father.
Yeah, he says, no, I am your father. But I remember Luke, I am your father. I saw the movies. I saw the movies when they were fresh out in the theater.
I feel like though that this one, the reason we remember it that way is because there's been so many memes trying to shorten that scene for a meme.
Oh, most likely.
It's so much easier to establish context and re-quote it by saying, Luke, I am your father, instead of just like no name context.
Robin says that we could have done a dramatic voiceover and he'd have been none the wiser. Okay, so basically, so like I'm really stuck. I get really stuck on this conspiracy theory revolving around that we are living inside of a simulation, that whatever, because whatever is about as far as my brain can go before things start breaking. So is this just kind of like, this is really, really cool that it happens, but does anybody think that not think that we're in a simulation, but has anybody heard of or encountered anyone or anything with different ideas? Like obviously more research needs to be done into how the human memory works, because this is just a mind fuck of epic proportions. And yet for all of our studying on behavior, psychology, thinking, and all that stuff, we don't understand how and why this happens to such huge numbers of, we're talking millions of people with exact opposite recollections of things, right?
Well, the current research into how human memory goes is that it basically is a telephone game with yourself.
Oh, well, Stephen just said the basic research into human memory is that it's basically a telephone game with yourself.
Like every time you remember something, you're actually remembering the last time you remembered it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It has a fair bit to do with our capacity for metacognition and all of that.
Donna.
And yeah, you got one anyway.
Did you just highlight the comment I was just about?
Yeah, of course I did. Fly, you fools! I don't know
this story well enough to have an opinion.
Yeah, you can. Human memory is notoriously shoddy. You can convince yourself of literally anything. And it's interesting, yeah, because
wait. This one's got me though. Apparently, Hannibal Lecter didn't say hello, Clarice. He just said good morning. No, this one I definitely don't buy.
Yeah, June says maybe there are alternative timelines, alternate realities, and sometimes we just pop into another version of a reality. There are theories that talk about that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we can have a crystal clear memory of something that cannot be refuted, and yet at the same time, like Stephen said, our memory is basically our minds playing a telephone game with itself. How could our memories be so faulty for some things and so dead on accurate for other things? We should, if oh my God, did you just hear that? That was like 12, 10 in a row. It's like, it's the caffeine, it's the pop, it really is. So it's like, this is why I have such fun. It's like I'm just gonna load up on caffeine and talk. It's fine. But it's like, so there's one aspect where the more important something is, the more likely we are to have a clear memory of it. But there's also the aspect of the more something that is there's things that just makes no sense why we have such divergent memories on them. Ooh, whale song. Yeah, now the people on the memories of 9/11 were really interesting because this was like remembering things in a crisis can really when you're in a crisis situation, how you remember things, certain aspects, again, crystal clarity, and other aspects.
I wasn't trying to distract you. Finish with that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aspects, crystal clarity,
in a crisis, our memories of some things, and again, this is the thing. Some things we remember with crystal clarity, and we remember them forever, and for other things, we just like discard them immediately, and then get completely confused down the road. And it's like, yeah, it's.
So this one apparently at the end of
I need a trip inside my mind.
Apparently this one at the end of We Are the Champions, Freddie Mercury doesn't sing Of the World at the end.
Yes, he does.
Well, this says it never happened.
Well, then what does he say at the end?
No one here, I'm not here. I don't have the answers.
That's.
Megan's furiously Googling right now. This one really tripped her up.
No.
I want to hear Donna's perspective on this one.
And we'll keep on?
And we'll keep on is how it ends? No. No. That doesn't even make sense. Don't forget to like the video.
Yeah, Jada. I have that. My laptop has the mic on, so whenever I type, you guys have to hear it, and I'm sorry. That's what it says. And we'll keep on.
Not
instead of the world. Okay, we are the champions of the world.
It wrong?
Not and we'll keep on. Who remembers?
How dare How dare they take words from Freddie Mercury's mouth and say it didn't happen? Fuck them sideways.
Okay, so everybody sending grounding energy and good thoughts to Donna.
And to Essence, who is probably never going to sleep again. It's just melody. Of the World is imagined because of the previous lines is a fade melody ending.
Well, apparently they sing and we'll keep on.
That doesn't even sound familiar to me, though.
I don't know. Now, it could be that they're singing and we'll keep on, and we hear it as, no, it's of the world. I've always, tribute brands say of the world.
Yeah.
Everybody says of the world. How dare they?
Just leave us to our...
Man, okay, they shifted reality one step to the right and didn't fucking tell us, because, yeah.
That one they took from us.
They took that. They stole it.
Somebody stole it.
Yeah, I'm just leaving Donna's comment up forever.
The one we remember in a live version. It says he's never sang it. I want somebody to find proof. I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna go looking for that one. So can you make a note? So Freddie Mercury and Mirror Mirror, we gotta find those. Okay, Mr. Rogers' theme song. Hold on. So you might start. What I missed?
Poor Donna. Oh. Okay, Donna hasn't gotten over Freddie yet.
Okay, well.
It's okay. No, of the world. That's how I remember it.
You might start singing the lyric, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood," but even the movie makers got it wrong. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Yep.
No, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
This neighborhood.
Go to hell, Steve. Just go to hell.
We're just gonna all come to blows in the Pez household over this shit. Holy moly. I don't understand.
No,
but they
it's
even
the
sing line-
neighborhood.
Apparently they sing the line wrong in the new Tom Hanks film.
Because no, they sang it right.
Agreed.
The Matrix shifted, and we got the wrong version left behind. It's like that's the. I can't believe. Okay, so
Care Bears or my Little Pony.
Erica's back. Okay, so who remembers "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood"?
Yeah, show of hands, man. Is it the
The.
neighborhood?
And I don't know where I just typed because I just typed in "the" and hit enter, and nothing showed up. The Neighborhood. Oh, Mr. Rogers was a children's show. It was a children's TV show that was exceptionally popular. Like, I mean, Fred Rogers.
Did somebody ask for Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, Mary did.
Oh.
Fred Rogers, who is the host of the show, there was just something about him. He was just this really soft-spoken, super gentle man. He was religious. He was a Christian. I think he was a minister. But he never talked about religion on his show. He was just talked about being nice, being kind. It was like this awesome.
He's like this comforting dude that everybody tuned into.
And as far as anybody knows, it absolutely wasn't any kind of front that he put on either.
Yeah, no, that's just what he really was. So he was a very. It's kind of funny because when you see him as an adult, you go, I'm not sure why kids would like that, but they did. Because, kids want to see puppets and action and things moving and stuff like that. And he would just do an entire episode talking about a super simple concept. And yeah, he was just, there was just something about this guy. He was a very, very genuine person.
Yeah.
Very, very well loved. Oh, Presbyterian. And he was genuine and kind. He was just, yeah. So.
Okay, let's see what.
Yeah, he was, yeah. So It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Oh, this is going to be an odd one.
Okay, so this one screws with me big time because I remember being taught that there were 51 or 52 when you include Alaska and Hawaii.
You have 48 states and then 50 including Alaska and Hawaii.
That makes sense because I literally remember learning that it went above 50 with Alaska or Hawaii.
No, it's 50 states.
I'm from the U.S.
Well, maybe that's just a testament to the.
Are you sure? No, hold on. Are you sure it's not 51?
No.
I know it was supposed to be 50. Like 50 was the classic number, but that was before we got Alaska and Hawaii. So they just guessed.
Whale Song has a Mr.
extra states.
50 because of the stars and the flies. So how many? Yeah. So you.
There wasn't always 50 because Alaska and Hawaii got added later.
I mean, no, there used to be.
There's 48 states.
There was 13 colonies, and then there was 50 states.
48 states plus Alaska and Hawaii makes 50.
Really?
Yeah.
50 states all my life. 51 is Puerto Rico. Okay, well, I've just got a bad memory for geography.
But Puerto Rico isn't a. Yeah, Puerto Rico is like a territory now, but it's not a state.
Okay, well, that's just me being dumb then. But still, for some reason, I could have.
See, I think I can't think of I can't think of a single person that would say 51 and 52.
I've been saying 51.
Puerto Rico and Guam are territories.
No, hold on. I've literally said it. I think I maybe even have said it on my channel because I'm like, oh, blah, 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 50 states, or, 51 or 52. I've said that because I could have swore Alaska or Hawaii made it either 51 or 52.
No,
hold on, don't argue with me. I've never been confident about the number, just that it was more than 50 by either one.
Don't argue with me?
Yeah, don't argue with me.
Get off my channel.
Get off your... Fine, bye.
Ooh. You know what? I can tell that she's still there. She just turned off her photo. Yeah, this is how she does it. This is how she does it. She's such a brat. She is like a super brat, guys. She is. So
maybe Canada is number 52.
Hell no.
No, thank you. You can keep it.
No, we don't want membership in that club.
No,
and Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories.
Yeah, but I don't know any of that. Okay, anyway.
United States has 50 states. And I know Sinbad never played a genie.
This one I'm not confident enough about this one to have an opinion.
Oh wait.
Erica. And Lisa, don't go. I thought it was 51. Oh, thank you, Hecate. It's not just me.
No, don't pull Canada in. Where will we go as refugees?
Oh no.
Dude, you don't want to live on the tundra.
That's true.
The good stuff in the South is taken. You guys are gonna have to go up into the territories. Wow, somebody else is texting me now.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this one. I think Erica said she sent you a glide, so maybe that's what it is.
Might have just went
Okay,
through.
what about Smokey Bear?
See,
Oh, his name isn't Smokey the Bear, just Smokey Bear.
but
I remember Smokey the Bear.
I remember Smokey the Bear. Who remembers Smokey the Bear?
Yeah, is it Smokey the Bear or Smokey Bear?
Like that's how I remember. I remember the photo being that way, and his name is Smokey the Bear.
But Fairy, what I don't understand is how there were. I don't remember ever being told there was 48 states.
Oh, some people think 51 because of Washington D.C. because it's a district of Columbia, but it's not a state. It's your capital district.
So maybe as a child I counted them or something. I don't know, but I remember.
It may. Well, okay. Really okay. Oh, now that it's happening to you.
That's right. It's fine if it screws your
You had no problem with my recollection of chartreuse and telling me how badly I. No, you're wrong. You're just wrong.
That's true. Oh my god. Okay,
so basically, if we were to and
now Robin's throwing a wrench in it with, was it Smokey with an E or Smokey with just a Y?
I always remember EY. Robin is just being a brat, just like you.
Robin is a shit disturber.
Yeah, you're a girl brat.
Man after my own heart. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I don't really remember anything about that. Okay, so Smokey Bear. Yeah, I don't have a strong opinion about this one, but
the actor there was something about the actor Sinbad, but there was a couple of different there was a movie called Kazam.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, and a lot of basically there was a movie called Kazam, and a lot of people thought it was the actor Sinbad when it was actually a different actor.
Okay. Well, what about Tank Man? I don't know anything about this. And perhaps the most memorable moment during the 1989 Team and
See, it's all Hecate's Crossing said I'm in New Zealand. Huh? Oh, Tank.
I have to read it out loud.
Okay. Yeah.
And perhaps the most memorable moment during the 1989 Tiananmen Square protests, recollections of the event vary. Some say the unidentified man known as Tank Man was run over and killed, but other videos show him moving away from the scene. So this is a video we're supposed to watch, I guess, but just that it doesn't seem clear. Yeah, some people say they remember him. I don't know anything about this.
Okay, this is the Tiananmen Square riots just before there was a line of tanks coming into Tiananmen Square to suppress the riots. And this picture is very, very famous. It's a part of a video. You know what? If you give him enough beer, he won't mind. He'll understand. Just tell him about the Star Wars example. Tell him about C-3PO's leg. Guys totally get the leg thing. It's like, wait a second, what? Okay, so the Tiananmen Square thing is this guy. There are people that remember videos showing that the tank stopped. Tank operators are radioing, and some people remember that he walked away, and then the tanks moved on, and other people remember that the tank just ran him over, and he refused to move, and the tank ran him over.
Huh.
Yeah, that was Tiananmen Square was a student protest in China at Tiananmen Square in Beijing, and I cannot remember. It was over 20 years ago. It was a long time ago, so I don't remember much else beyond that. But this photo, this was a huge issue in China because there's no official word on what happened, but they brought in tanks, they brought in live guns, they started shooting, and some of the people say that up to 10,000 people were killed. So because the Chinese government just treated it as they were suppressing a rebellion.
That showed the guy getting in front of the tank, and then everybody, because of the violence, just assumed he was run over.
No. There's people that remember both things. People, because you know what, I never could remember whether he was run over or whether he walked away, because I remembered seeing news footage of him. I remember seeing some news footage and everything was grayed out.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing news footage showed the guy stand there, then everything goes gray and the tank goes forward and you can see a white blob go under. And then like years later, 30 years ago. Then it's like, 10th anniversary of Tiananmen Square. Remember this guy? And I see a video of him walking away.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not how it happened. This has been a really interesting. This is kind of like the Mandela effect. Well, the Mandela example. There are very different memories of how that happened.
Okay, originally Freddie Mercury did not end the song with "Of the World." He started doing this later. But is there any actual recording doing it at all.
Yeah, apparently they're saying he never did it at all.
Yeah.
With the song. But anyway, so the Tiananmen Square one, that one, people have very different recollections of how that happened. So yeah, it gets really weird. Oh, hi Barb, welcome back from work.
Erica says she remembers him being run over.
Yeah, I remember him being run over, and yet there's video showing him walking away.
Oh man. Okay, well, let's grab another example. We're almost to the end here. We've got.
Ooh, we're almost to the end. Okay.
So Neil Armstrong's death.
That wouldn't mean anything to me because I'm Canadian.
Yes, I feel like I remember.
Oh, he did it in the Live Aid performance.
Oh, okay.
But I always thought it was part of the song. So.
I remember his death.
But apparently.
This was just 2012. This wasn't actually that long ago.
But wait a second. So, but isn't there people that don't realize that he's passed away?
That's what they're saying. Oh yeah, Katie just said he's dead. Yeah, he passed away.
Ha.
Ha.
Yeah, this. Yeah, I thought he was still alive. I know he's dead, but yeah. Aw, Barb said she's sorry she missed it. It's one of her favorites. Well, you know what? I was just mouthing off about how I do these live because it's fun to check in and talk to people and in real time. And I could probably very easily talk into doing a second one over the weekends as well, or whatever, because people don't we don't have a lot to do these days.
I think it's the topic Barb's fun that she mentioned.
Oh, the topic?
Yeah, because the Mandela Effect is one of her favorites.
And I thought it was me she was missing.
Yeah, probably not.
Still, just break my little heart. I'm blaming Lisa for that, not you, Barb.
You blame me for everything. It's fine. What about Billy Graham's death? This one I don't remember.
I knew
he died in February 2018. I didn't know he died.
But I think
wasn't he Patricia Cornwell's adopted father?
Something.
One of my favorite authors, Patricia Cornwell.
The topic and Lisa. Thanks, Barb.
The topic is me.
I'd be absolutely happy to host these. I mean, I gotta pick Bob. No, I've got nothing. I've got stuff. I've got no life right now. I've got no life right now. I can sit and mouth off at a screen for hours. It's bad. It's like we just don't want to run out of things to talk about. Oh, but we got our hat. We've always got our hat full of topics to give us a reason to tell ourselves that we're talking about something.
What about Mother Teresa's canonization?
Oh, we had
the real event happened in 2016, but many remember her entering sainthood in the 90s when she was still alive.
Yes. Okay. There's always been advocates trying to put her forward for canonization to become a saint. Okay. And that's been going on since the 90s. But there's some people that say that the process was approved, and that because there's some people that say that we came up with Bernstein Bears, Stainn. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of them. There's lots to watch.
No, we come up with Bernstein Bears, not Bernstein. You're literally the only.
Oh, the opposite. I was the only one in the remote.
Like
I'm the only one who remembered Bernstein Bears.
Everybody else was Bernstein with an E. We also had some pretty heated debate about Forrest Gump and Mr. Rogers and Freddie Mercury.
Oh yes, Donna is still upset about Freddie Mercury, so tread lightly. tread very lightly. She's upset. I think she's trying to explain this to Matt. And
Marion says you can only be a saint if you're dead and have 3 miracles attributed to you.
Right. Well, they've attributed a bunch of miracles to her, and they started the process of declaring her a saint while she was still alive. And yeah, there's people because you can be canonized while you're alive, but not elevated to sainthood until you do something. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. I'm not a Catholic. I don't know the process, but there's people that are like this. This all happened in the 90s, and it's like no, most of it didn't happen until after she was done. What's the one on this one? Oh, the year it happened.
The year, yeah. So the tragic accident of the space shuttle explosion happened in January 1986, but there are people who thought it happened in 1984 or 1985. Again, I don't think I have an opinion here.
Yeah, that's a different conversation, Barb, because there was some stuff. Anyway.
Lol, Robin. So does anybody have opinions about the space shuttle one?
Oh, Robin.
If you're actually getting overwhelmed, don't forget to take a break if you need to, because yeah, it's kind of trippy, eh? But I'm curious if anybody does.
I have a feeling that I'm hoping that this one, as much as of a mind fuck it is something is
It's like
enjoyable.
a fun distraction because it takes up so much of your brain just to even like, what do I remember?
Well,
What is
there's the conspiracy theories, and then there's the. You know, I mean, let's face it, it's pretty reasonable to assume that most of this is because of the fucked up ways that people's memories work
Yeah.
versus anything that actually is worth worrying about.
Yeah.
So that's fine, but yeah, it's and don't forget.
Mother Teresa was an astronaut, Katie said. Oh boy, no, but I'm gonna move on from this one because I don't think anybody really has an opinion on this one.
Okay, but you didn't. You know what? We got so busy dicking around. Basically, the thing about the space shuttle wasn't to do with the explosion itself, but people have trouble remembering what year it happened.
No, we said that.
Okay.
Yeah, we did say that.
I was too busy. I didn't notice.
Yeah, Erica said it
No,
sounds
I
like
wasn't
bad
paying.
memory.
Yeah, it sounds like bad memory.
So what's the deal with the Lindbergh babies? So it says when aviator Charles Lindbergh.
This is old. This is Charles Lindbergh was a very famous aviator, one of the first to fly around the world. He was also very rich. He was very this was like back in like the early 1900s. So their child was kidnapped, and some stories were that the kidnapper was never found, that the kidnapper and the baby were never found, and other stories were that the baby was found and the kidnapper was executed for the crime. And yeah, there's people that remember both.
Yeah.
There were people stepping forward saying, I was the Lindbergh baby, trying to claim the parents' fortune, and yet so this went back and forth about this Lindbergh baby. Oh, the baby was kidnapped, the baby was never found, the kidnappers were never found, where in reality the baby was found dead, unfortunately, and the kidnapper was arrested and executed for the crime.
Huh.
We're talking
I don't know about
talking about Freddie Mercury. This one's kind of interesting because like I said, there were people I remember stories of people, because don't forget, this was like early 1900s. So when I was a kid, people in their like 40s or so were stepping forward saying, well, I was the Lindbergh baby, I just found out and I want to claim my family's fortune.
Yeah.
Right.
So when was the baby found?
Almost right away.
What? So then why would people be coming forward saying they were the
Because it was stored, because this cognitive thing that was like if you read the little blurb, people, there was one set of memories that there was one set of memories where the baby just simply disappeared, and was never, and the baby and the kidnapper were never found. And another set of stories that were like, yeah, the baby was kidnapped for ransom and the baby was found dead, and the basically, I forget the exact story. Yeah, see, Barb is a Lindbergh baby.
There you go. Problem solved.
I mean, you'd have to be about 101 now, but that's a different, But
Patrick Swayze's health? Okay, first of all, I'm not sure I knew that Patrick Swayze died.
Of cancer years ago.
Died after being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. People have said they remember him recovering. I feel like I remember him being... I don't know how I feel about this one, because I don't follow celebrity news that much. But I don't remember him dying for sure, and I feel like that's one that would stick out because I'm such a Dirty Dancing fan.
Yeah, Whale Song says that she remembers that the baby was found and had died, and thought there was a lot of suspicion that the parents were involved somehow. I remember reading stuff like that too, because there was all sorts of stories and drama going around at the time about the Lindbergh baby, but there were also stories going around 30, 40 years later about people trying to claim that they were the baby, that they had been. Yeah, Patrick Swayze. Yeah,
everybody seems to remember him dying. I legit don't remember him
yeah,
dying.
I remember him passing away.
Oh, okay, so I'm on the.
He actually got very involved in helping to raise funds for cancer research and stuff at the time.
But again, I don't follow celebrity news that well, so.
But I think, you know what though, I will say that where Patrick Swayze is concerned, at the time, Patrick Swayze and Kurt Russell kind of shared a similar look.
Yeah.
And I think people got Patrick Swayze and Kurt Russell mixed up a lot, and I do think that is what fueled that.
Could be. Who was crowdsourcing? Mother Teresa? Oh my God. Leonardo DiCaprio and when he won his first Oscar. Again, I wouldn't have an opinion on this one. What about you, babe? Anybody have an opinion?
In the boat, out of the boat, in the boat, out of the boat. That's really all I remember.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh my God, I will tell you right now, who thought Titanic was the best comedy of all time? They're in the boat. They're getting ready to launch the boat. Something happens. One of them jumps out of the boat. Then the other one jumps out of the boat. Dude, you're in the boat. They're trying to put you in the water. They're trying to save you. And your first priority is to jump out of the fucking boat. Like, what was it, 6 times?
That doesn't make it funny.
That was stupidity. That was stupid. Well, stupidity is a tragedy.
I'm pretty stupid.
If somebody says to me, get in the lifeboat, there's nothing.
Do we know who shot JR? Do we know who shot JR? We don't know, right?
Who shot JR?
That's what Essence said. Does anybody know?
Wasn't it Crystal?
What?
Yeah, Kay says, Peggy, it's Hollywood. Exactly. Well, Hollywood thinks we're pretty stupid because if somebody says to me, get in the boat, there's no way, get in the boat, there's nobody you can help, there's nothing you can do that's going to make a difference. The only thing you can really do is just sit there, be grateful you're being saved and you're out of the way. Here's the thing. I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to get out of the boat.
The ship, you wouldn't come get me?
There were like three different points in that movie where they were both in the boat at the same fucking time, and they're like, "We need to get out of the boat." Oh my God, the movie's not over. We need to get out of the boat.
At the same time, you wouldn't come get me if I was in a boat like that and it was sinking. You'd come get me.
Dude, I'm fat and I'm old.
You'd still come get me, right?
I would probably just jump overboard right away and avoid the drama completely.
What the hell?
Let's be real here.
It's like, dude.
She's got a lot of experience with being single.
Oh, whoa! Somebody wants to die.
This is why I'm making dinner, so I have a shield.
Oh my God!
Steven's in there making. Yeah, Steve. Did you hear that? I have a lot of experience being single. No.
Erica says you better get me.
Well,
She'll come hunt you down.
fine.
Don't beat you up.
How can you hunt her down? Oh, I see. They'll hunt her down.
Yeah, see, that's what I said. I would just immediately jump overboard and let the sharks take me because there is no right answer to that fucking question.
Absolutely a right answer. You come.
I would get out of the boat
You come
and go find her sitting comfortably in her boat, wondering why the fuck she didn't get out and come get me.
Be in the same boat.
Well, and they were in the same boat, but their boat was made out of an old door.
No, he was never on that
She's
boat.
dying.
That boat
She's dying.
when he tried to get on it. That's why he was in the water. You need to.
Just keep going. In the boat, out of the boat. I can't. Okay. The good news is she'd already watched the movie, and she's going, "Oh, this movie is so good. It's a romance. You'll like it." Blah blah blah. It's like, is it funny? Sure.
Actually,
And we sit down and in the boat, out of the boat. In the boat, out of the boat.
What's for dinner?
We're having roasted chicken for dinner.
And like a Lyonnaise potato thing.
Ooh, fancy potatoes. Okay.
Yeah. It's a
See?
yummy
And
stuff.
now she's not mad at him anymore for saying, "Well, Mom's used to being single."
That's why the cooking is a shield.
Yeah, he uses cooking as a shield to get away with a lot. We let him get away with a lot because we like his cooking.
I want to be in the same lifeboat. I don't want to be in different.
I said that.
gotta
Did you
secure
stay in your
own
life?
lifeboat
Okay,
first.
you're in one lifeboat. I'm in the other lifeboat. We're not going to meet on the rescue ship. We're just going to keep jumping out of the fucking boat and running around.
Get to the other road. No, I'll stay put. You come get me. That's your job.
By then, you'll have gotten out of the boat. That's exactly. Okay. This is how the movie went. This is how Titanic went. She's in the boat. Oh my God, I don't know where my boyfriend is. I met him 3 days ago. This is important to me. I got to jump out of the boat. And while she's over here looking for him, he's like over here going, "Hey, is she in the boat? Hey, why isn't she in the fucking boat?"
It's been more than 3 days.
Babe, it's like a 2-week voyage.
No, it was like a several-month voyage.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God. Okay, Titanic.
Look at Erica. What happens to the best friend of Titanic? Did she drown?
They all drowned. It's like, dude, everybody went down with the fucking ship, and yeah.
Barb's and Peggy's rocking the boat. Accurate.
Okay, honey, the Titanic was a steamer, and the entire trip was supposed to only take about 2 weeks.
That's why they crashed. They tried to slow it down. I mean, it crashed, and they should have tried to slow it down. Okay, look,
They weren't on the boat for months. They were virtual strangers.
I'm gonna
They
talk
probably
about
didn't
this.
even know each other well enough to know each other's last names yet.
Let's talk about Disney World.
In the boat, out of the boat. Just in the fucking boat, out of the boat. Okay.
There's some confusion about where the castle is. Some people remember it being in the entrance to Disney World in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, it was a good shag.
It was a good shag, that's for sure.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is like 1903. They weren't doing that either. They were just getting to know each other. And
Oh my God.
and she's in a luxury area and he's down in steerage. So they maybe met in person like 4, 5 times. And they're like, I need to go find him because he's not in the boat, but I'll find him in a different time. We'll jump out of the boat and everybody's going, get in the fucking boat. They're going, no! Biggest fucking comedy
I'm
ever.
at Disney World now.
And like they don't even have
Disney
someone.
World.
She's trying to fucking comb the entire ship for this guy.
Yeah, I'm going to run over an entire ship that is half submerged and expect success.
Oh well, no, only half the ship because the other half broke off.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it was the biggest. Yeah, I thought it was a huge
Okay,
comedy.
moving on from Disney World to
What?
Disney World. Oh wait, that's the last one.
Oh, Victor Newman and Nikki? What's that?
We're just talking about Young and the Restless.
Yeah, we don't want to see rare photos of Joan
No, I know,
Crawford.
It did that by mistake. Anyway, so those are our examples. So we done now. I'm done.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, he saved her from marrying an asshole, so she was devoted to him. But that only, like, they weren't gonna get married on the boat.
Oh, Essence, the thing with Disney was that apparently the Disney World castle, there's some debate about where the castle's located. But I've never been to Disney World. How many of you guys been to Disney World? And
That's the one in Florida, though, right? Or is it the one in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Okay, so does anybody know of any others? I think Barb knows like all of them. Yeah, Titanic was in service from April 10th to April 15th. They crashed 5 days in, so it's like, okay, let's put it this way. I get the story and I get the premise of the story, but in the boat, out of the boat should not have been a thing because it was just so weird. It's like, oh, you're in the boat, you're going to be saved, but I need to get out. I can't be in the boat. And it's like, no, you stay in the fucking boat. Ship's at an angle like this and going down, but you're, I need to.
I've got another good one.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I bitch about that movie every time it comes up because it's like you're going, because she's like, oh, it was so romantic. And I'm like, they knew each other for like 4 or 5. They
settle down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where is it?
I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World. We talked about going, but I don't really want to be around crowds these days, so I'm not sure what we're doing.
What about this one?
Cap'n Crunch, CAPN, Cap'n Crunch.
For me, it's Cap'n Crunch for sure.
Crunch ties me, Cap'n. But I believe I'm trying to remember, but yeah, it was like a Cap'n Croquant or whatever the French word for crunch is was on the back of the box.
So apparently, it's Cap'n Crunch is the correct one.
Okay, I don't remember Captain. No. I remember, who remembers, oh my God, Captain Crunch. Who actually liked that shit as a kid? You eat a bowl of Captain Crunch and the roof of your mouth is just hamburger when it sounds like straight. It's just ripping chunks on the inside of out of the roof of your mouth. It was. Cap'n.
Oh, here's another one. Hold on.
Oh, she's finding more. Who's got a good one? Who's got a good one where you remember it one way and the rest of the world seems to remember it differently?
Peanut butter.
Oh, Jif and Jiffy?
Yeah, so apparently it's Jif, not Jiffy.
No, Jiffy Lube.
What?
It's Jiffy Lube.
The whole peanut butter thing, that's more like a matter of the manufacturer coming out like a few years later and being like, oh no, it's pronounced Jif.
What?
Oh, wait.
No, it's always been Jif apparently.
Oh, I know. Sorry.
Jif peanut butter. Jiffy Pop is a popcorn.
Mixed up there.
Oh, Jiffy popcorn. Yeah.
Oh, somebody remembers a pregnancy Barbie.
Oh, Jiffy. What?
Was there a pregnancy Barbie?
I'm checking now.
There was a mommy Barbie that had a baby.
People remember the peanut butter as Jiffy peanut butter.
Oh yeah, no, that's stupid.
Jesus, Steve.
Oh.
You know, you're not cooking dinner for the entire internet, so you might want to.
Let me just close that.
Yeah, I remember a Barbie with a newborn. Because it was the Barbie and Ken's dream house, and I think you used to be able to get a Barbie and a Ken and a baby together, but
there's a
But pregnant Barbie? I don't remember a pregnant Barbie.
Well, this apparently is a thing. Hold on, let's see if I can open this up.
Well, she's looking for stuff.
This might be a Barbie inspired.
Look at her like glaring at the screen over there. She's like, I need to wear glasses, but I'm not wearing them, so this is what I'm gonna what?
The Peggy show
In the boat, out of the boat.
You stop teasing me.
Yeah, I don't like boats anymore.
Anyway.
Whale Song says, Skippy Peanut Butter, tell us how you really feel, Steve.
No, I got the original thing confused with a different thing because I thought it was a different subject, and I got on a wrong tangent.
He got on a wrong tangent, Whale Song, so
this is creepy.
Apparently he doesn't feel anything about it anymore.
Hold on, this is creepy, but I don't know if this is real.
Oh my God, just shove that baby up into the rib cage because that's where they go.
I think it's a
it's a Barbie.
But it's not.
It's Dr. Ken.
Hold on, I don't think it's a real Barbie.
Like some bootleg knockoff.
Yeah, it's a knockoff. It's a knockoff. This was something. This was made.
Well, Ricky and Lucy had a kid too, so.
Yeah, this wasn't a real Mattel product. Let's put it that way.
Well, I guess technically everything's real.
Well, that's kind of what she ate the baby. I think this is what we're trying to find is that technically everything's real. So basically that monster in the closet that I keep saying is probably real then.
You're weird. I
know, I'm totally weird. It's fine. Yeah, is it a C-section or vag delivery? Well, it depends on how many. Could you? I remember that realistic babies and crying babies and Baby Alive, the doll that ate and then pooped. That was awesome. Yeah.
There's also a thing with
Oh my God, it's 6:30. I've been on for 2 hours.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, we gotta start saying goodbye. Which TV couple first shared the same bed? Was that not let me see. Trivia time. First TV couple that shared a bed would have been Brady Bunch. Carol and Mike.
They shared a bed? I don't think they did.
Yes, they did. They shared a bed.
Really?
Yeah, they would show them in bed. They would always be in bed. They would always be in bed. Both of them wearing full pajamas, reading. And the only time they were ever showing them in bed was when she was reading and he was reading, and the kids were coming in to say goodnight and stuff. And it was the only time, and they were always in full pajamas, like it was winter. It's like first interracial TV kiss. That was Lieutenant Uhuru and Captain James T. Kirk on Star Trek. First interracial movie kiss was Raquel Welch and Jim Brown, and I forget the name of the movie, but it was a Western.
This is why we don't play trivia.
And I'm not sure if they showed them kissing, but it was very clear in the scene that they were sleeping together. I'm not sure if they actually showed a kiss. So the first legitimate actual movie kiss may have come later.
Ooh, Donna says they shared a bed on Little House on the Prairie. Charles and Caroline Inglis seemed to get pregnant from eating popcorn in bed and praying.
But Little House on the Prairie came after Brady Bunch.
Did it?
Yeah.
No.
Brady Bunch is fucking old.
Yeah, but timeline.
Timeline. Yeah, we had my sister wanted a Baby Alive doll. She got the Baby Alive doll. It comes with like 3 or 4 packets of food and like 1 diaper. It's like, okay. Fed up the food, cleaned up the diapers, and we're done playing with the doll because it's like, oh, can we get some more food? No.
How about diapers? No.
No. Yay, Brady Bunch was the first. I have way too much trivia packed in here, and none of it's actually useful, but it's fun. Wait, Little House on the Prairie, though. Little House on the Prairie came after Brady Bunch.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Oh, no, Essence says Little House on the Prairie came first.
Okay.
You just screwed with Essence's head so much.
I'm sorry, Essence. Okay, so.
You could recycle the food. Wilson, that's so gross. For the Baby Alive, empty the diaper, feed it back to the baby.
Little House on the Prairie was first aired September 11th, 1974. And
that's so terrible.
Brady Bunch. Oh my God, if I could do this without September 26th, 1969, 5 years before. So Brady Bunch was already on the air for 5 years. I'm sorry. You know what? We've gotten you so confused. It's fine. Oh my God, that Nelly character was just ridiculous. Like, but they actually they did some sort of a reunion show years and years later, and she grew up and became nice. Yeah, I heard that too. Donna said the actress who played Nelly was oh wait, that's not the one. That's not the one. Which was your other comment? Donna met the character, the lady who plays the character. You guys talk so there we go. That's the one. That's the comment.
Hey, check this out. I can push all the buttons, which means
Oh, she's telling me I have to say goodbye now. I think okay, this is perfect timing. Do you realize what I just did, guys? I just sat here mouthing off for 2 solid hours, and somebody's going to be handing me a plate full of food in a few minutes. And 10 minutes. So dinner, I'm going to get dinner's coming in 10 minutes. Lisa ended up walking the dog.
Too.
Lisa ended up walking the dog, and I just sat here drinking pop and belching for 2 hours. I
You're disgusting.
I kind of like my channel. I kind of like my channel a lot, guys. Little House in the
Really
where
like
was
that I
it
can
filmed?
just sneak in here and
Where was
interrupt.
Little House in the Prairie filmed? It was filmed on a studio lot, but it was supposed to be Walnut Grove, so it was filmed on a studio lot in California, and there was something that was filmed on location somewhere else, but yeah, it's the story of my life. It's like, yeah, that's okay. So I have to go. I have to go, kids. Oh, topic out of a hat. Where's my topics? Where's my hat? I'm just gonna sit here looking around, kind of.
She's gonna go get her own hat. I like this. Hey, while you're doing that, hi guys. I'll just take over.
You gotta turn your.
And
Where's my
next time we do this, we're gonna hook up the external mic so you can hear us equally.
Where's my hat?
It's up on the top shelf. You're literally looking right at it. It's like if it was a snake, it would have bit you. Look at the orange bow. Look at the orange bow. Tall bookcase.
Oh my God. My crushed hat. My hat got squished.
Well, you squished it by piling stuff on top of it.
You know what I have to do? It's because I have to iron it.
But now what? So I can mute you.
Now she's muted, and it's like she doesn't even exist. It's like I just hijacked the chat. Isn't that amazing? It's like she's not even here. This is great. Oh wait, she probably wants to do stuff now.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm back.
They can't see you.
Oh my God.
You gotta know how to push your own buttons.
How do I do this? What did you do?
You click this.
Oh my God. She's over there killing herself.
I don't like that you can just show me laughing my butt off at you.
She tells she yes.
No.
Oh my God. You know what it is? Okay, this is what happens with Lisa. She gets into these. Have you ever gotten into this mood where it takes nothing, absolutely nothing, to make you lose your ever fucking mind? No.
No.
Oh my God. Okay. This is what I live with, guys. This is my life.
Wait.
No, this isn't your life. It's just your wife.
Oh yeah, this is my wife.
You stop it.
No, I don't have to. She's got the giggles, and I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see how pink she is right now?
No. Ha! I figured it out.
What'd you do? Lock it?
Your entire computer
Just
off?
turn my camera off.
Aw, you're no fun. You're no fun. Oh wait. Ignore the mess.
Hold on.
Well, at least you have pants on this time.
Whoa, thank goodness.
Oh my God.
You that wasn't wearing pants that other time? Yeah, it was you that was not wearing pants.
Oh my God.
Who usually doesn't wear pants?
I wasn't wearing pants. I'm doing a video the one day and I'm not wearing pants. There's a story, but you know. Turn the camera onto her and she didn't know why.
Oh my God,
she's like
stream watching Titanic with your commentary.
that was all my commentary. It was like, in the boat? Oh my God, are they gonna get back in the boat? No, honey, you just watch. It's a good movie. Oh look, they're getting back in the boat. Which one's getting out this time? Oh, she's getting out of the boat. Look, they're both on different boats. Both better get out now. Oh, yeah, it was bad.
Topic or what?
You know what? I'm probably gonna go every time.
Every single time.
Yeah, this
What do we
one's
got?
actually.
What do we got? Don't glare at me. Share. Share.
I did. I shared the screen.
People will see better if it's just you.
Where am I going? I'm going that
It's
way. Loch Ness. It turns itself around, and I'm like, which way do my hands have to go? Loch Ness Monster is going to be our next one. The Loch Ness Monster. That's going to be a fun one. I vote for that live.
The one with no pants.
Okay.
No, not the one with you pants. No pants.
She wants a video with
She's
me.
voting the one with Titanic.
Let's see.
I thought she was voting for the one with you no pants. And I'm like, wait, what? No, it was the Titanic.
You want me with no pants? I can take my pants off right now, honestly.
No, it's fine. I thought Erica was. Never mind. I made it awkward. We can
You
say
did.
goodbye for like.
You just give her time. Yeah, we have the time now.
Clarifying. I vote for the Titanic commentary. I almost said road stool.
Did I already do Loch Ness?
No, Toadstool's screwing with you because the Mandela Effect. I thought
Okay.
we did that one.
Okay, Toadstool Tarot is a
Oh,
meanie
wait,
pants.
I just said it too, you guys.
Uh-oh.
Mandela Effect's happening in this room right now. We have not done Loch Ness for sure. But we have mentioned
We can look. We can look because it'll show me a
we
little.
definitely haven't done it.
You know,
Definitely.
I don't know. Okay. Oh my God, when I get hyper, I'm like, it's like one of these days I'm gonna do a live and I'm gonna be like super hyper over something, and I'm just gonna go and you guys are gonna think I like have a stuttering issue or something because it's like, yeah, we did Sasquatch. Now, we did out of place artifacts, and we may have talked about Loch Ness Monster on that one because artifacts are things that shouldn't exist, and the idea that no, that might you know what, it's probably come up in passing, but we'll get some photos, we'll get some opinions, we'll get some thoughts. Loch Donna. And it's loch, isn't it more of a sound than a
You sound like you're gagging, yeah. Probably.
yeah, it's not look, it's a, yeah. I want to look it up. I want to find out how real it is. I mean, how I want to find out how to pronounce it properly, but I won't do it. I might be able to do it okay because learning French like forever and ever and ever. I learned French just enough to not
goodbye,
speak
Peggy.
French, so that's bad. That's like really bad.
goodbye.
No, I don't want to say goodbye. My dinner's not ready yet.
Say goodbye.
I want my dinner. Somebody hand me a plate and I'll say goodbye. Steven's gonna get sick of listening to me because he's gonna throw a fucking
goodbye.
plate at me.
Or just kind of start hurling raw potatoes or something. It's like,
Say
splat.
goodbye. Say
They
goodbye.
don't splat if they're raw. They more bounce. Okay, guys.
Everything splats if you throw it hard enough.
Next time it's gonna be Loch Ness Monster. I'm not sure when. Oh, cool. Brian Cormack Carr wrote a story about the Loch Ness Monster. That might be a fun one to think about. So maybe I'll try and do this. I'll try and do it this weekend. We'll see where we are on that because I have no fucking life. Otherwise, we'll schedule it for sometime next week, and we'll try and put some notice up or do whatever. We'll do the thing. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to thumbs up,
Like, share, subscribe.
If
Click the
you want.
bell.
Click the bell. Yeah, click the bell if you want to get notifications when my next videos are up. So far I'm only doing lives. I don't think that's going to change because this is fun for me too. And she's going to hit the button and make